Good day, everyone. This is Daniela Saison. This is the last topic of the first mass. Those are people are heathens and go naked and painted. They are wear a piece of clothes woven from a tree. About their privacy, they are very heavy drinkers. Their women are clad in tree from their waist down, and their hair is black and reaches to the ground. They have false spears in their ears, which are filled with gold. Those people are constantly chewing a fruit which they call areca, and which resemble a pear. They cut the fruit into four parts and then wrap it in the leaves of the tree, which they call bete or betel. Those leaves resemble the leaves of the mulberry. They mix it with a little lime, and when they have chewed it thoroughly, they spit it out. It makes the mouth exceeding red. All people in those parts of the world use it, for it is very cooling to the heart, and if they cease to use it, they would die. There are dogs, cats, swine, poles, goats, rice, ginger, coconuts, pigs or bananas, orange, lemons, millet, panicum, sorgo, wax, and quantity of gold. In that in that island it lies in a latitude of 9 and 2/3 degrees towards the Arctic Pole, and in a longitude of 162 degrees from the line of demarcation. It is 25 from Aquada and is called Mazua. We remained there 7 days, after which we laid our course towards the northwest, passing among 5 islands, namely Ceylon, Bohol, Canighan, Baybay, and Gatighan. In the last name of island of Gatigan, there are bats as large as eagles. At this was later we killed one of them, which resembled chicken in taste. There are doves, turtle doves, parrots, and certain blackbirds as large as domestic chicken, which have a long tail. The last mentioned birds lay eggs as large as goose and bury them under the sands. Through the great heat of which they hatch out. When the chicks are born, they push up the sands and came out. Those eggs are good to eat. There is distance of 20 linguas from Mazua to Gatighan. We set out westward from Gatigan, but the king of Mazua could not follow us, and consequently we awaited him near 3 islands, namely Polo, Ticobon, and Pozon. When he caught up with us, he was greatly astonished at the rapidity with which we sailed. The captain general had him come into his ship with several of his chiefs, at which they were pleased. Those did we go to Cebu from Gatighan, the distance the Cebu being 15 linguas. At noon on Sunday, April 7, we entered the port of Cebu, passing by many villagers, where we saw many houses built upon logs. On approaching the city, the Captain General ordered the ships to fling their banners. The sail were lowered and arranged it as if for the battle, and all the artillery was fired, an action which caused great fear to those people. The captain sent a poster son of his ambassador to the king of Cebu with the interpreter. When they reached the city, they found a vast crowd of people together with the king, all of whom had been frightened by the mortars. The interpreter told them that was our costume when entering into such place as a sign of peace and friendship, and that we had discharged our mortar to honor the king of the village. The king and all of his men were reassured and the king had asked by his governor what we wanted. The interpreter replied that his master was a captain of the greatest king and prince in the world, and that he was going to discover Maluko, but that he had come solely to visit the king and because of the good report which he had heard of him from the king of Mazua, and to buy food with his merchandise. The king told him that he was welcome, but that it was their custom for all ships that entered their ports to pay tribute, and that is was but 4 days since a junk from Siam landed with gold and slaves had paid him tribute as proof of his statement. The king pointed out to the interpreter a merchant from Siam who had remained to trade the gold and slaves. The interpreter told the king that since his master was the captain of so great a king, he did not pay tribute to anything in the world, and that if the king wished peace, he would have peace, but if war, instead of war, Tiruputun, the Moro merchant, said to the king, Kata, Ria, Ria Chitata to, it is to say, look well here. These men are the same who instead these men are the same who have conquered Kalikut, Malacca, and all India If they are treated well, they will give a good treatment, but if they are treated evil and worse treatment, as have done Kalikot and Malacca. Those interpreted understood it all and told the king that his Christian and that his master king was more powerful in men and ships than the king Portagolo. That that he was the kings of Spania and emperor of all the Christians, and that if the king did not care to be his friend, he would next time send so many men that they would destroy him tomorrow. Related everything to the king, who said thereupon that he would deliberate with his men and would answer the captain of the following day. Then he had refreshment of many dishes, all made from meat and contained in porcelain platters, beside many jars of wine brought in. After our men had refreshed themselves, they returned and told us everything. The king of Mazua, who has the most influential after the king and senior of a member of Ireland, went ashore to speak to the king of great courtesy of our Captain General, Tincudun, Tortor and at Susipit. Curabitur justumestos pletium nec diu sit amet kes sidut blandit lacus in quisquam elit curabitur nec nib interdum. Sele riscud odio dignissim solicitudim turpis peles odio mastis nec nulla vitae.